Trying to get the radio voice on. You ready?
All right, radio voice. Radio voice is on.
We need some water though. It's kind of fucking hot in here. But anyway, what is this for Pass the Sticks? All right, so welcome to Pass the Sticks podcast, where we talk about games and stuff like that.
Welcome.
I'm Lil Bunny Fofo,
And I'm Blaxican Soldier.
and today we are talking about Bethesda. Is that how you pronounce it?
Bethesda.
I always pronounce it Bethesda.
Not Bethesda, not Bethesda.
Okay. So at E3, their first thing that they announced was a Doom reboot in 2000. It comes out in 2016. It's available for all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this game?
Well, when you say all platforms, that's current gen, right? Like PS4.
Yeah. That's what I mean when I say all platforms.
Yeah, they're pretty much done with like 360 and PS3, I think.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
Yeah. I think it looked good. The graphics were pretty good. It looked pretty close to Doom 3, which was what I was excited to see, because Doom 3 was probably the best Doom in my opinion. I know people will probably say the first Doom was the best because it was like...
The original?
Yeah, it was like the founding FPS, you could say. But, Doom 3 was a lot of fun. Run and gun shooting. It had some like horror aspects to it, survival stuff. And especially since I was like younger, we were younger when that came out. So shit in that game was still pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you play Fear, but probably not as scary as those. But
yeah, I never played Doom. I did the first Doom. I just didn't get into it. I wasn't a gamer like that. I don't know. It was interesting, but it just wasn't a game that I played that much. But this new Doom that is coming out is exciting. It does look really good. Since I'm big on multiplayer, I really like the multiplayer look of it. To me, it feels or it looks a little bit more kind of like Unreal, or more kind of like I don't know. It's just very fast. Like you walk around really fast. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not a very big, fast-paced type of multiplayer type of person. Like where you're running all over the place really quick. But I remember having really fun in Unreal. So that's why I'm really excited for it. And then especially that they announced the Doom Snap Map, which allows for mods, especially on the new consoles and stuff. It allows you to customize the maps and different stuff like that. Make your own custom game is what they're really pushing for, and that's what we see a lot. That's what we see a lot during this E3. The E3 announcements of just a lot of custom games. It reminds me of the Halo 3 Forge mode, and that's kind of what I think sparked it all.
Wait, so the what was it called again? Doom Snap.
Yeah, Doom Snap Map.
Snap Map, yeah. So that was just showcasing like custom levels, right?
Yeah, it was. You can customize your own custom map,
right?
Pretty much, and make your own game types and stuff like that.
Oh, game types too.
Right. So think of like Halo Forge mode. That's kind of what I'm thinking that it is going to be like.
So yeah, you just hope that they have a good way to present your creations, then, because I mean.
Yeah.
Because how Halo was with the custom maps, like, you could do a lot with that Forge mode, but it was kind of hard to...
Find new maps and stuff like that.
And, like, play with people on your stuff. Like, you either had to go to your friends list and have a bunch of people who played Halo and just invite everybody, or, like, you had to know people already in order to invite them to your custom map. Like,
Right.
It'd just be cool if, like, any random person could come in and play in your map or something,
Well, that actually might be solved because I know they announced Bethesda Net, which is after. Yeah. That site is just going to hold everything that Bethesda makes, and including the mods and everything. So hopefully, I know that will allow people to access certain people's maps, or like you can browse like top maps. I'm more than sure that they will have that, but based on like being able to join, I know on PC it may be easier because it's all server based, but through consoles I know it's a little bit difficult. Because I remember on the consoles on Halo, you would able to join a clan, and like people would be doing all kinds of custom games, and that was mainly my friends list, was people in custom games. Just having fun with those customs and not really trying to find people. But I'm thinking that they will probably do something with that, since it's kind of like a big push for that game.
Yeah, and it'd also be cool if they had a way to showcase, like, or even like rate other people's maps, and then be able to showcase the best maps. I thought you said
rape for a second.
No, not any of that. I don't think they'll have that in Bethesda Net. But Yeah, because like in Halo 4, they had I know you kind of missed Halo 4.
I missed the Halo. I didn't play Halo 4.
Yeah,
I was in school.
but they actually had a matchmaking playlist that was
All
it
Forge
was
mode
community
maps.
maps. Yeah.
Well, didn't they kind of do that in Halo 3 or Reach? I remember they
Oh,
kind
you know,
of
they probably did it at the end of Reach
yeah.
too.
I think I remember playing something like that where they allowed you. How did the maps get in that mode?
They were handpicked by
So they were like
the
top
developers.
the
Yeah, they
top
were the
maps
top.
that people think that
Yeah.
that were good and such.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
hopefully
sure.
they do something like that so you can holy crap that wall's messed up. But hopefully they do something like that that you can play those different maps like that and be exposed to different maps like that and that's kind of like I think what they're trying to do now is push those mods from the PC, all the famous mods, but for different games and trying to push it to the console so the console gamers can play that. I think that'd be exciting.
Yeah, I just hope that they have an easily accessible way to play other people's maps. You know.
Yep, you would think they would make it easily accessible, but based on 2014 of how things went.
Well,
but
maybe they learned. Maybe they learned.
yeah, the way. Well, I thought Bethesda would be good, but you know how they made Elder Scrolls subscription base in the
Yeah.
beginning. I thought they had their head on straight, but when they made a subscription base, I didn't really support that. But yeah, anything else to talk about Doom? It looks fun. They're like all their guns and ways to kill things and shit like that. It looks exciting.
Mm-hmm. Did they say anything about the beta? Because I know they talked about the Doom beta when like Wolfenstein came out, but I haven't really heard anything else about the beta.
I can't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I can't remember. All right, the next one is Battle Cry, which was a class-based kind of multiplayer game. What are your thoughts on that? I know you have thoughts on that game.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of other class-based multiplayer games that are either out already or are coming out. I mean, they're all kind of a blended art style now that's like a little like Team Fortress, but a little more realistic, I guess you could say. But they all look fast. They all look immersive. There's a lot of stuff that they're showing abilities-wise and like different characters. But, I have to see more gameplay. Really.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying. Like, I know between me and you, we both like Conquer Live and Reloaded, that online gameplay, and then Shadowrun, the FPS game, not the other game. Those, yeah, we have opinions on those two games. But anyway, I think that Shadowrun and Conquer did come too early in their time. Like, those two games were exactly what these games are like trying to be.
Yep.
But I feel like those two games did it perfectly. They were so much fun. And the games, these class-based multiplayer FPS games that are coming out, they look all right. They don't look as exciting as Conquer or Shadowrun. It just seems kind of basic. It seems kind of like an indie developer kind of game, not like a AAA game title, like a major game company, but it's by Bethesda, so just have to wait and see.
I think the game of that genre that I was most impressed with was Overwatch, though. Was it Overwatch, right?
Overwatch, was that the one? What is that game?
I forgot who the developer was.
That was announced at E3? Or is that, I don't even know that game. Is that a recent game?
Yeah, I remember you actually told me about it.
I told you about that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, yeah. I know what game you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Overwatch.
That game is not.
Oh, yeah, this is the one by,
Battle.
Is it Gearbox? Or the guys who made Borderlands, right?
It's Blizzard.
Oh, this is the Blizzard one, right? This is the Blizzard one.
Yeah.
This one looked so good to me that everything else, including Battlecry, just kind of looked, second rate. I don't want to say second rate, but like it didn't get me as excited.
It just seems like more time is being put into Overwatch than Battlecry.
Yeah, and you know what? All of these games like this are going to be competing with one another once they come out, and I think what's going to happen with most people, they're ultimately just going to stick to one. They're gonna like one specifically and stick to that.
Yeah, I'd probably say one or two if the second one, because I mean that's the same with like League of Legends or Dota, because you're seeing the people are going away from League of Legends and Dota, because instead of having it be top down, they want to actually do it. That's why Smite was made, but it doesn't have a vertical aspect to it. It's all just front and back, left and right. There's no like jumping up and down, which is like
Well, you can jump, but it doesn't do anything.
right.
There's no purpose at all.
Right, exactly. But yeah, we'll try the game, but I don't really see that game doing much.
Yeah, and I mean, Battlecry was more of an announcement, right? This was the first
That's
time
true.
we've heard of it, and there's still a lot more to come. So yeah, we'll still have to see.
Yeah. And the next game is Dishonored 2. I never played the first game, but the second game, they didn't show any gameplay on it. It did look fun based on the trailer or the cinematic trailer that they put, but my opinion on cinematic trailers is that don't judge a game by its cinematic trailer, because like if I were to judge League of Legends by their cinematic
Oh my
trailer,
gosh, yeah.
I mean, it is a fun game, but it does not hold up to their cinematic
You
trailer.
would think it's a completely different kind of game.
Right. You'll be like, what the fuck is this? So, yeah.
That was more of an announcement too. Just saying, hey, this is coming.
Yeah.
And we're
Looks
gonna have to
interesting.
see gameplay for that.
Looks interesting. Looks fun. The next one is Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. So, with that, it just came out for the consoles.
Right.
They took it off of free to play, or not free to play. They took it off of pay to play on PC, and then they made it
subscription fee free.
Yeah, exactly. And so that was just a bad decision by them, just to make a subscription, because everybody's like, think about all the top games that are out there free. League of Legends is a top game right now, and it's free. And like, look at Minecraft, it's $30 or something like that. It's cheap. Like,
yeah, it's real cheap.
so you gotta figure out how to make your money somewhere else instead of a subscription. So I bet I know what they said during that was that they had to make it subscription based on how much money they spent on it. But I think that they probably lost more money by. I would have got this game if it wasn't subscription based. I haven't played it yet. I'm still trying to see if it is on Steam sale, but I don't think
it's not going to be on Steam sale. It's no.
Right, people are cheap. But
the very last day it's going to be 80% off, right?
Right. But now it's on consoles. I don't even know if is it cross-platform? I don't think so.
I think they had plans for it, but
Okay.
I don't think it is currently.
Okay.
Do you think that game is going to rise in popularity now that it's
On
subscription
consoles?
free and on consoles?
I don't think so.
No?
I think just based on the very first, what is it? When it first came out, everybody's opinion was negative on it because it was subscription based. So everybody kind of has that look at it. It does look like a fun game, and I'm pretty sure it is a great game. It's just you cannot drop the ball in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I also kind of feel like there's a swell of people saying like, "Oh, this game's changed so much, and now it's proper, and like
That's
you gotta
true.
try it."
That's true.
That's
true.
I've ran into a few people that I know who have been saying, "Oh, it's going to be on consoles now. I got to check it out." So
Oh yeah.
I think there is a chance that it might gain a little more popularity now that it's coming out
That's true.
for the consoles, but that's yet to be seen.
We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
The next game is Elder Scrolls Legends, which is a card game.
Card game. Yeah. I know that you think this game is kind of a rip of Hearthstone.
It's gonna be a straight rip of Hearthstone.
you think it's
It's gonna be directed straight to compete with Hearthstone or whatever.
You think that was the whole purpose behind that?
I think so. I personally think that it
I
was.
can see that.
I mean, if you're gonna make a card game, and you want it to be popular, you look at the most popular card game, and then you try to figure out of what they did right or what they did wrong or what you like. And it's with anything. You take what you like and you leave out what you don't like, and you make it your own. I'm not saying exactly copy it. I haven't played this game, but I don't know.
Have you seen? You haven't played Hearthstone, I know that. But
No, I
have you
don't like
seen
card
much
games.
on Hearthstone? Oh, you don't like card games. All right.
I don't like card games like that. It's just people are going crazy over it. I was watching my cousin play, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
I need action. I'm an action person that needs to get in action. That's why I like multiplayer. I like to get in there.
Okay, yeah.
Multiplayer card games, I'm just like, click. Oh, yippee. Like maybe if it was like, in the beginning it was cards, but then when you had a duel, you actually like were that character
Oh,
battling
see,
against somebody.
I've got a game for you then. Hand of Fate. Check it out. Check it out.
Okay.
I can show you it actually. I bought it off
Shit.
Steam.
Oh, of course you have
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, I don't really care for card games like that either, but
It's just another way to get people hyped for stuff.
yeah.
The Elder Scrolls.
And I think their logic behind this game, the Elder Scrolls card game, is that, Hearthstone has a big following now. It's very successful. They see that there's a community, there's a target audience for this game, like that kind of genre, and they're probably thinking, people like the Elder Scrolls franchise.
Mm-hmm.
People like our setting. We can probably do the same thing.
That's true.
And,
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well try it. I think they'll be able to be somewhat successful with that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not saying they won't be successful. It's just
okay. Yeah.
I will be sure that they will be successful. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Card games are weird to me. I don't understand them at all. But I mean, if people like them and the market's there, might as well go to it, because that's how you make money.
Yeah, see, I know, like me personally, I will check into it, because I like the Elder Scrolls, and I think I can work with a card game that's with them,
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, if it's good.
Of course. Next game announced was Fallout 4.
Fallout, everybody's favorite. Everybody's waiting for that. Fallout 4.
Yeah. So I know I've played a couple hours of Fallout New Vegas. I like it. I like the setting. Since you are an experienced Fallout player,
yes.
What is your input on Fallout 4? Thoughts and opinions.
It looks amazing. I'm gonna straight up say that Fallout looks amazing.
You want to know why?
Why?
They took their time.
Yes,
to
they
develop
did.
this game.
That is very true. They took their sweet ass time. They got everybody pumped up for it. Everybody wanting it.
Oh,
it's
yes.
like they were just teasing us. I bet all of those like fake Fallout things were actually them, but they were just completely messing with us to get us hyped for it. And it worked. You know what? It worked because they also cashed out on it. Look at all of the stuff they included in this game coming out now. Lots of new content, things that's never been in a Fallout game, and then added on to their Fallout universe. It looks amazing.
Yeah, and the question is, will it work?
I think it will work. I mean, I bet there were people saying, you had Fallout on the PC, and you had Fallout 2, and those games were nothing like Fallout 3. And I bet the same people were saying, is this going to work? There were definitely skeptics because they were stepping into a first-person kind of game, and the VAT system was something completely new. And I bet there were a lot of people who were timid about that, but that was great. Fallout 3 was awesome, and so I have confidence.
You misunderstood my question.
Okay, what was your question?
My question is, will it work based on how the games in 2014 have been?
Will the game actually work?
The game
okay, yeah. After that catastrophe that was 2014,
will it work? I think it will. They've been working on this game for a while, and if the developer, like, I feel like if they were to release the game now, like right now, it would be better than any game that was released in 2014, as in like things working and not glitching around, being able to do shit. I'm sure they have stuff there. I bet like they're just tweaking it and just making sure it's good now, but like I feel like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'll trust them with that too. I think it'll work on day one. Maybe a day one patch. That's kind of something that's always happening now. But, I don't think it would be broken.
No, definitely. So the Fallout 4 is set in Boston. It starts off with, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the E3 coverage. Hello, Bronco,
Yes.
Whatever. We'll say Bronco. But anyway, Fallout 4, everybody's seen the E3. It's set in Boston. You start off before shit happens.
yes, shit does happen. We all know that.
And then you wake up like years like what was it, 200 years
Yeah,
after?
I think they said 200 plus years after of the events of the war. Yeah.
How do you wake up 200 years after?
I'm not really sure, but
Guess that's
anything's
fun on the game.
possible with Fallout.
Right, it's a video game. And then they have the character creation. I know I don't really know Fallout that much. What about the character creation? Thoughts and opinions?
It looks more accurate to me because before all you could do was like it was sliders. You
Right.
know when you have games and you edit your face and it's all sliders.
You can like pull the nose up and down, pull things around. It's more
Yeah, well that's how it is now,
hands-on.
right? That's
Yeah,
what
that's how it is now.
Yeah, it's more of a sculpting kind of thing, and I think it looks interesting. I haven't actually played a game that had that mechanic, but it looks like you'll be able to more accurately create how somebody looks
Yeah.
with that kind of system. So.
Yeah, I actually have not really played a game that really nailed it.
Oh,
You know,
really?
I'm sure Fallout they spent some time on it, but they're not trying to make it completely exact. I bet it's not going to be perfect, but I mean, sure it's going to be good. But I'm surprised I haven't really found a game that was just like, oh my gosh, you can just tweak so much stuff and it's good. Actually, was it 2K15 was NBA 2K15 was pretty unique, but it was just like it had so much stuff in it. It was like hard to make.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make
Yeah.
my character look like somebody, and it was just so hard. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult in that game. What other games have you seen with the sculpting mechanic?
A lot of sculpting mechanics has been like the 2K games. Any kind of customization of your character. Like I don't know games off the top of my head, but just like the face. Like I like how Fallout. I like some kind of customization, not like face. Like you can change the whole face. I don't really like that. Like how you can change the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I didn't feel like the character editing system was that great in Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of hard to make people look a certain way, and you couldn't really. You kind of just had to settle, you know.
Yeah.
So that makes me even more excited for, this new system. I'm trusting that it'll be better.
Yeah, true. Next one was the dialogue looked like Mass Effect on how to select things. I think that's just because. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was more of like a cinematic.
Way to choose things.
Yeah, kind of deal. Like when they were talking, based from the trailer of the gameplay they showed, like when they were talking, the camera was kind of like over the shoulder for them, and it looked more of like in the setting, and it was actually also a testament to the graphics now. The graphics look a lot better than previous Fallout games.
Right. It's on a new engine and everything like that. I know that.
So it's also a nice way to showcase how the game looks.
Right.
To have it that way.
That is true. Next one is the companions will not die. And I asked you what the reason for this was, and it was?
Well, they have it that way apparently because they feel like, and I know I'm guilty for this in previous games, whenever your companion dies, you just reload the game.
Right.
Not too many people play a kind of hardcore-esque type of playthrough where like they're dead,
Yeah, because I know you like before you go somewhere or try anything, you save or you make a new save. like okay, I gotta save, and then you always like reload. Like you probably how many saves have you had?
Oh my goodness! In Fallout 3, I easily had 2,000 saves.
Yeah, just say I gotta
easily.
Save. Oh, I gotta save.
Just because let me save before I go into this battle and everybody dies. And so according to Bethesda, you're just gonna reload the game anyway, so they don't want you to go through that hassle and like kind of break your rhythm of the game while you're playing.
Right.
So they're just gonna say, you know what, they're not gonna die, and I'm sure they're going to like maybe get knocked unconscious or something like that, or be taken out of the fight, when they take too much damage. But they're not gonna die. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I haven't played Fallout that much. I'm excited for Fallout 4 based on what it is, except for a minor thing. But it is, I don't know. I kind of like the aspect of you don't really have to worry about your companion, but that kind of makes it the game where you have to worry about it. But you said, you are gonna have to reset. You are just gonna reset the save and all of that. So
yeah. I have seen plenty of people respond by saying, oh, when your companions can die, it forces you to play in a more involved and engaging way, and it adds more to the experience of the game
Right.
because you're on edge.
Right.
The battles are more memorable.
Yeah. Are you able to change difficulty in the game?
I'm not sure. I'm
Because
sure you'd be able to.
I feel like if they what they can do is maybe have it in higher difficulty where your companion can die just to add that edge. Like even though
Right.
you can reset, it's that option there for you. I feel like it really wouldn't be that big of a issue to include.
Hmm.
Um, just to, I'd probably play it with it on just so I'm like, oh crap. But I probably wouldn't. I probably would like turn it off after a while because I'd get so annoyed. So
But I mean, yeah, the past Fallout games, they let you change the difficulty level.
okay,
So that's got to be something they're gonna have. I mean,
right,
I'm sure.
right. The next one was the VATS. The VATS was a little bit different. How was it different?
Well, and I know you saw this too. What we noticed was that when you go into VATS, the game just doesn't completely pause anymore. Like before in Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, you enter VATS mode, and you could probably go make a sandwich,
Right.
go adjust the volume, do whatever you want, come back, and game's still there. But now it looks like when you enter VATS, the game just enters the super slow mo kind of mode,
Yeah,
and like things are still in motion, and I think I like the tweak.
I do too. It just adds. It just. I don't know. It keeps the game alive, I guess I'd say. Because when you
Yeah.
enter
Oh,
VATS,
yeah.
it's just kind of like the game's like paused,
Right.
and then it's not, and then it's paused. But when it's in slow motion, like you still kind of have to adjust things. Now, when you go into your, because I know in the games when you go into your Pip-Boy, if you're changing weapons and stuff, doesn't that stop time? Like if you need to change weapons real quick, does that stop time?
That did stop time in the other games.
So I wonder, I know I really wasn't paying attention, but I wonder if you were to change weapons, if it will go in that slow motion type of, so you are like on edge instead of like having to slow down to be like, which weapon should I choose? That is, I think especially that if it was real time, it'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I mean, that could be an aspect if you make a harder difficulty. But like adding that slow motion, it still kind of puts you on edge to like be quick and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool if the game was still in real time when you're looking at your Pip-Boy,
Yeah.
because then
It's more it's realistic,
Yeah.
but it's a video game.
True,
You can do
true.
whatever you want. People say it's like, oh, it's not realistic, or it is realistic, or whatever. But I mean, I think it would add like an edge because
Yeah,
you
for
can't
sure.
just like, oh shit, let me put on this different armor. Like you can
Yeah.
do everything.
because sometimes it feels kind of cheap.
Right.
You just like stop the game and get set up.
Yeah, I mean that's the first time when I saw Fallout, I was just like, so you can just stop the game and just get auto target on his face and blow his face off. Like what is that?
Yeah.
But
I think it'd be kind of fun if you're like in the middle of a battle and then like you want to check your Pip-Boy. You're like, shit, let me get behind this wall,
Yeah.
or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. And for Fallout 4, they're bringing the mods to Xbox One. I think this is going to be all incorporated with the Bethesda net. I think it's a smart idea, simple as that they needed to come to Xbox, especially seeing, because I know watching you playing it on Xbox and then coming to PC, seeing the different mods or seeing what people can do with all the different kinds of mods, I was just
yeah.
like, holy crap.
Yeah, the game will never get stale. And, it doesn't really get stale with the stock game. But, I mean, mods are nothing but a good thing.
Right.
Mods are always a good thing.
Right.
You
Of
know.
course, you can get broken mods or mods to break the game or whatever, but,
Yeah.
There's some glorious things that people can create, and that's the way things are going now. People want to make mods, make the games crazy.
And people want to play mods.
Exactly.
Mods are great.
Especially on consoles. I know people, console peasant, get a PC, this and that. I mean, I grew up on consoles, so
Yeah.
it was cheaper. Sorry.
And I wonder if Bethesda.net will have kind of like an app then for the consoles, or will you have to go on the website? Like, I wonder how they let you.
That is, I don't know. They are doing a lot They're gonna do a lot with this. I think they have a lot in plan. They kind of announced that one too, where it's just like everything's gonna be together, and they kind of said brief of what it can do. But I think if they do it right, like I said, I don't really know, because if they do make an app, will it be hard, or if it will be like in game, or they can just possibly talking about app for the Xbox?
Yeah,
They could make an app
PlayStation
for
or-
even on the phone.
right. Mobile
Everybody has
devices,
mobile
yeah.
devices and
Yeah,
stuff.
I guess.
We have a person asking, what do you guys think about
BO3. BO3.
what is BO3?
Yeah, what is
Black Ops 3. Why is everybody asking us about Black Ops 3? We're talking about
This-
Bethesda E3
This
right
is
now.
a Bethesda talk,
Yeah, this is
man.
Bethesda.
Isn't making the next Call of Duty, are they? I don't think that's what's happening.
We will talk about Black Ops 3 soon. Not
Yes.
in this exact podcast, but soon. Maybe in a couple days. It looks, yeah.
So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned about our opinions. The next one on Fallout was, they made a real Pip-Boy with the mega pack of Fallout that costs, what is it, like $110 or something like that? It costs money.
Yeah, kind of like the collector's edition for Fallout this time. And it's funny when people say like a real Pip-Boy, because when I hear that, I think like, the Pip-Boy, as soon as you put it on, it's already its own system, and like you can interact with it, which it is kind of, but they made it so that you slip your phone in it, right? You
Yep.
slip your mobile device in it, and then
Yep.
you run the app.
Well, I wonder, I bet it's just supported through iPhones.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, but in a sense, it is like a real Pip-Boy. But it looks cool. It looks kind of cool.
yeah, it just gets everybody amped up. You know, it'd be cool if if you pre-ordered it and they sent it to you like a week early. They might still do this. You never know. If they
Right.
sent it to you early, like, you know how great. That's just marketing to get people going nuts over it.
Yeah.
Because I know they have people just drooling over this. Even the when they announced it, Reddit, everybody was just like, the top page was just Fallout. Like, everybody was just,
Right.
like, I'm like, okay, everybody understands that Fallout is coming and everybody is excited.
The anticipation was it was huge.
Right.
Everybody is waiting for it.
My opinion on it is, I know, like, to me it looks cheap. It's gonna be a cheap plastic and what I think, but that's just to keep costs down and for everybody to get one if they really want. I'm not sure if they will make. I'm pretty sure somebody has made a real one, or like a real, like, kind of heavy duty one. Cause
Probably.
I'm pretty sure, like,
Somebody
if they were to make like a heavy duty one and sell it for a couple $1,000s, people will buy it. People would definitely buy it.
Oh yeah, somebody would be buying it, scooping that up, probably collecting them.
Right. The next one is the new way you can build shit.
Right, all of the crafting that they showcased.
Yeah.
Another obviously new thing in the series.
But that's kind of that's kind of like the new crave everybody's been having in all different kinds of games.
Right, customization is
Especially for Minecraft.
Oh yeah, Minecraft changed the business. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I mean the crafting in Fallout 4, it looked robust.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a lot there to do, a lot there to play with and
Yeah.
discover. And I wonder if they'll let you unlock components like as you play throughout the game, or are you just gonna have everything at your fingertips at once?
That makes sense. I know what you're saying.
So I mean that's still something to be seen, but I mean, yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on that right there, making some cities and towns and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because they even showed that the settlements that you can make can get raided.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's true.
And that in itself is another part of the game then,
Right.
just like defense.
Mm-hmm.
Could be real fun.
Mm-hmm. And with that is all that they announced at E3. And I was hoping for one more announcement, since me being a huge kind of multiplayer type of person. I'm not asking for a multiplayer. I'm asking my what I wanted. The bare minimum of what I want is you can co-op with one person.
At least.
At least.
At
Just
least.
one person. Bring one friend in to play with you. because I want to do hood rat things with my friends.
And who doesn't? You know, who doesn't want that in Fallout? Can you imagine the possibilities, the experiences?
Especially with all the crafting and stuff like that, and they could have added more of like a tower defense style kind of gameplay. It may come in an update. It could. I don't know. The updates and the expansions that they could do is just make the game even bigger. But I think based on that, the producer, whoever, played 400 hours of the game and hasn't even seen everything yet.
Right.
I think they should focus on adding that, not making it bigger, because that's a lot. That's a lot of time.
Yes, there's quite a bit in it. But yeah, co-op play would, it would be incredible. I can't even imagine how that would be 100%. You know, but it just sounds amazing if they could have done that.
Yeah, it would completely add a different aspect, and that'll probably be what they do. That's kind of what I thought they kind of screwed up on Elder Scrolls Online. Like, I feel like everybody was just asking for a co-op, like, to play with your friend, but they just went all out. Let's make it an MMO, and It was just like, I think it was just kind of too much for them because they don't really have experience with MMOs. But it looks like they're transitioning and learning and trying to make it better, which is understandable. Like, you got to do that, but they're listening to the people, but not me.
Yeah,
I can't be the only person that's requesting at least one person co-op. At least. I'm not asking for multiplayer, battle arena. I just want to join his game and do whatever I want. Just run around like you could do it in Minecraft. I know it's smaller and everything like that, and a different kind of game and everything. But
so like in Fallout, like what you're kind of talking about then is like, maybe replace your companion with a cooperative partner.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, that could work.
Like, maybe, like, I would be completely fine if it was like in the game, you're playing the game, you got to play at least like 2 hours of the game, you get a companion, and it's like, you unlocked a companion. You can use his companion, or you can invite your friend.
That would be cool. And you know what? Even if you were able to play as the companion,
right?
That would be cool too.
Yeah, I like just something so I can engage with my friend.
Right.
With my friends. To play that. That was it from Fallout 4, but they also announced a new app for Fallout called Fallout Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I have played this game.
And I actually have not, because I actually wanted to play it, but you forewarned me that I would be addicted.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of scared in that aspect, yeah.
Yeah, he plays, what is it, NBA, what is the app called? It's like NBA... It's an NBA 2K15 app where you can play with cards and stuff like that. That was actually a card game that I did enjoy, I guess I would say. It was a little bit more interactive and stuff going on instead of seeing just like cards like bam, bam, like.
Oh, like Hearthstone. You just don't like Hearthstone, man. You just make it,
yeah. But yeah, the game, you just got to see. It's kind of like a. I used to play this. It was a popular game. It was like you built a city. That's kind of what it is. You just built like a shelter, and then you gotta pay attention to everybody: the food supply, the water supply, the power supply. You can pay attention to having random fires come in, raiders attacking, just simple stuff. It's a fun little game. I know it beat Candy Crush scores, or I don't know. It's gonna be the app of the year.
You think so? Yeah, it's already apparently the number one downloaded free app in the U.S. So I think it's hitting pretty well.
I've been reading online that people that don't have a device to run it, they've been buying devices just so that they can play this game.
Yeah, people are liking it then, huh?
It's fun. Check it out.
It was a welcome surprise, It
was.
I think I speak for everyone when I say nobody expected an app like that for Fallout,
Yeah. I just wish that they would somehow integrate it with Fallout 4. So maybe you can unlock stuff, or in your shelter. What is it? Is it shelter? What is it called?
Yeah, vault.
It's a vault. In your vault, if you can actually go visit your vault in the game.
That'd be awesome.
I feel like that would be like kind of complicated, but it would take some time to do. But I wish that they could have, like, okay, you do something in the app, you unlock this in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be
Or-
really cool, and it'd give more purpose to playing
Play
the
it.
app.
That would make people
Yeah,
go nuts on the app.
because I mean, when you were talking about the NBA 2K app that I've been
Yeah.
playing, the only reason why I looked into it was because it unlocked stuff for the console game.
That's right.
So,
Yep.
and then I kind of just lost myself in the app. So like they brought me there with the game, and
Yep.
then the app made me stay.
Yeah, and they add different stuff to the game and stuff like that. But I mean, this is all just the beginning.
Yeah,
Like this is all just announcements and stuff coming out. So Fallout is known to release a lot of quality stuff, and instead of just releasing it and being a piece of crap. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But those are what we think that should be added, and I hope that they do add.
add the stuff that you were talking about.
Yep.
So what would you think about a Fallout Online, like an Elder Scrolls Online, like that? How they have with that? What do you think about a Fallout universe and then an MMO setting?
What would you think about it?
I don't really know about that. I'd have to see it. I'm not saying that I'd wish that they would do something like that, but it's just something you can think about.
It's, I'm pretty sure that they have thought about it. It's kind of, it's complicated because like if you think about it, all what they have to do is just make Fallout, but just one server where you have a crap ton of people on it. But
right.
Knowing how MMOs are and look, like I don't feel like it would match Fallout that much. That's why I think they should just slowly go into it. That way they can understand it. So like, kind of like how, like make it like Borderlands, so you can have 4 people. I know that Borderlands is not really open world exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it is, but it's not like as immersive or like stuff to loot and stuff like that.
It's not big enough.
Yeah. So just I think they should just do it slowly. Like so, add co-op first, see how that is, and then they can add. See, I don't think they should. I was thinking about adding like a multiplayer, like a PvP element to it. I don't think it would work that way. And then I know they would have to disable VATS, of course.
Oh yeah,
but
VATS would completely be non-functional.
Unless it was like an item you picked up and then person using it would just like slow down time. I mean that can be added, but I mean. I just think adding that open worldness to it, just kind of make it like there's somebody in high condenser mic deep throater, guys. We got that sexy podcast voice. Anyway, what they can do is kind of make it similar to Minecraft, where you can just join a person.
Yeah.
And then allowing mods, allowing the creativity, I think it would make people make the multiplayer that they want instead of trying to make it yourself. Like, kind of make it so that you can do it.
Okay.
And then, because like Minecraft is so simple, but like the mods and what everybody did, joining different servers that people can make and stuff like that, it's made a game for itself. Like, and I feel like that's kind of the way things are going. It's almost like, yeah, you want to listen to the people, but also give it to the people and let them design and create. Don't do something how Conquer did. Oh, you want us to remake the game? Make it yourself.
Yeah. Like, with Project Spark.
Project Spark. Yeah, I mean it was kind of a good idea, but no, you don't do that.
Yeah,
you got to make at least the game and then give them the bare bones and stuff for them to make different stuff.
Right, and with Conquer, I know that they know that. Okay, people want another Conquer, and I'm sure they know it.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure they know it. So.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Just my quick thoughts on that.
Yes.
Right there.
Bring back Conquer. Don't. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I don't know if Fallout will ever see any kind of like multiplayer thing like that, because I think they're dedicated to games like Fallout. And
they're making money off of it. Everybody's going crazy over it. So
I think they're dedicated to it being a single player experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. But by the same token, maybe that they thought that for the Elder Scrolls franchise too, and we all know how that changed.
They probably learned from that. They just went balls to the wall, like, okay, screw making it co-op or anything like that. We're making this straight MMO RPG.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah.
And you know what? It looks like that was Bungie's thinking too with Destiny, huh? They just kind of jumped into the MMO kind of ship, huh? With their first-person shooter.
Yeah, Destiny dropped the ball. I don't care what anybody says, they dropped the ball. But anyway, anything else from the Bethesda?
I think that's everything they covered there, and everything that we kind of had on it. All of our opinions.
I don't think we have anybody in our Twitch chat. That's the way things are, but if anybody's in there. But yeah. I'm excited for Fallout 4. What is the number one game you want to play from their release? Bethesda's release.
From Bethesda's release.
Yeah.
I think
Doom? Wait. So we have Doom.
Yes.
We have Battlecry.
Battlecry.
We have Dishonored 2. I guess Elder Scrolls, which is out now.
Right.
We got Fallout, and then we have Fallout Shelter.
Yes. I think it's quite obvious what I'm gonna say. Fallout
Battlecry.
4. No, not Battlecry. That's probably last on this list.
Right.
I'll go in order. Okay, Fallout 4.
Okay.
For sure, that's what I want to play.
Oh yes, me too. Number one.
Yes.
Even though I'm multiplayer, Fallout 4 will be probably my. I used to play. I remember back in like Banjo-Kazooie, Prince of Persia, Ratchet and Clank, like all those games I used to love. But I'm starting to go back into those games. The Fallout 4 of just seeing what you can do looks exciting.
So when you say those games, you mean like the single player?
Single player games, yeah, single player. I went to multiplayer hardcore in the paint, and I still love multiplayer hardcore in the paint because I like talking shit and playing against other people.
We are Halo players. If you couldn't already tell from my shirt, big Halo fans right here. So that's where we played the bulk of our childhood.
Yeah.
But we do enjoy some single player. But yeah, like I was saying, Fallout is what I'm most excited for.
Yep, me too.
Second on my list is probably ESO. I think ESO.
Really?
And that is out already, and I haven't played it yet, but I do want to play it.
I know
I definitely want to get
you need to build a PC still, and it's out for consoles.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
I would rather build a PC and play it on that.
Play it on there. Yeah, that's exactly, because it's higher quality.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
If I make a nice PC, which I do plan on.
And that nice, sexy graphics.
Yeah, and I also kind of feel like you get... I kind of feel like RPGs feel a little better on PCs.
They do. Well,
right?
Yeah, they do.
And that's coming from a born and raised console player. You know, that's where I've been, but I'm kind of transitioning to the PC, as I know you are.
I have been, yeah.
So yeah, after ESO, I think I would go with Dishonored 2. I still have to play the first Dishonored, but they look like some real good games to me and something I can really enjoy.
Yep. My second would probably be Doom.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about Doom. How did I forget about Doom? Yeah, Doom's probably out of Dishonored for me then.
Okay.
Yeah, Doom looks great. So then, yeah, Doom, then Dishonored, and then Battlecry. Yeah,
Battlecry is just, we'll play it, see, since it was just announced, but we'll play it, see how it is, and I'll give it a chance, but my opinion now is it looks like it sucks. Simple as it.
Maybe it'll shatter our expectations, though.
I haven't had a game that, I have a Conquer Live and Reloaded online and Shadowrun FPS craving right now. And none of these games, except for that one game, Overwatch. Overwatch does look exciting.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty interesting to me.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. Is that everything?
I think that's everything.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Watching. Yes, watching. We got a camera over here. We got a camera over here. And these two
cameras everywhere.
Cameras everywhere. Thank you for watching and listening to the Pass the Sticks podcast. Broadcast. What's a broadcast? Is this a broadcast? Broadcast.
Is it a
broadcasting live? Podcast. Podcast.
It's something.
I think it's a broadcast because it's on video. Broadcast.
Okay, broadcast it is.
All right.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in to our Bethesda discussion. Yeah.
We'll be on iTunes podcast, and then we'll be on. I think there's what's it called? Stitcher. There's another pod. We'll be on all the podcast sites. Simple as that. And YouTube to watch the video. This is on video on YouTube. And then when we record these, we are on Twitch recording live for anybody that wants to come in and listen and ask us questions, and we can interact with people.
Yes.
I am Lil Bunny Fofo.
And I'm Blackskin Soldier.
And thank you for watching and listening and not reading. I don't like to read.